The dramatization you are about to see is based on an actual, investigated, and documented case history of psychic phenomena. It is the next step beyond.
Got to paint the name on that truck.
That's supposed to be an A&P truck. Okay, Grandpa. Now I need 3 more Sioux Line ore cars. Numbers 34B, 899, 433, and 770. Also, could you bring up the mail car?
You can't put a mail car on an ore train, Alan.
I know, but it didn't get into the Amtrak run last night.
Who was the dispatcher last night?
You were, Gramps.
Oh? That means you can me, huh?
Well, I routed an SW1 to pull it off and drop it off at the Marquette station.
Then I can keep my job?
Sure, Gus. I'll give you another chance.
Where were you when I needed you?
This is an exact scale model of the actual railroad that Gus worked on most of his life until he was forced into a very reluctant retirement. In a curious, almost hypnotic way, this can become very real indeed. For Alan, it has become a substitute for the normal life of a 13-year-old, a way to avoid reality. Soon, it will prove to be a vehicle that will force him into a very harsh reality when it takes him into the next step beyond.
Changing the relays in the yard to solid state.
You ever think of anything besides that model? What do you want to be in life?
Guess I'll go to work for the railroad.
Because that's all you know about. There's a lot more to life than railroading.
Like what?
Like everything. You can't know what you want to be, what you're best suited for, until you open yourself up to the whole of life.
But you picked railroading.
That's all I knew how to do. And then after 40 years, they fired me because some 23-year-old nurse said I didn't see as good as I used to. It was just an excuse to unload me. Is that how you want to end up?
It doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah, that's the way it is. I'm not going to be around forever. And your Aunt Millie's going to need a man around the house, not a boy. It's high time you were...
Did the doctor say something about... I mean, you're okay, aren't you?
Would you like me to come in for a while, Millie?
No, you have to get back, Jeff. I'll be fine. Thanks for driving us and for being there.
Will he be all right?
I think so, Patty. Might help if you'd come over and visit us.
Well, he never wants to see me.
Maybe he'll want to now.
Okay, I'll try.
Patty, you want to ride home?
It's not far. Thanks anyway.
You are a good friend.
Patty, I'm kind of busy right now.
Are you running the trains?
No, I'm not. I mean, yes, but I...
Can I see them? I've never seen them. I won't touch anything. I promise. Oh, please let me see the trains. Please.
Okay, come on then.
Thanks. I can't believe this. I had no idea. Have any of the kids at school ever seen this? And they'd flip. You ought to have everyone over.
That'll be the day.
Now, this is the greatest toy I've ever seen.
This isn't a toy. It's a model railroad. It's an exact replica of the real one where my grandpa worked.
I'm sorry. Does it run?
Of course it runs.
This is wonderful.
There's a station for a stupid school.
It has everything. Could you show me how to run a train?
Don't just run them. Railroads range in blocks. It has a schedule. This isn't a wind-up model running around a Christmas tree.
What happened?
I don't know.
Do the cars and trucks run too?
No, they don't.
Passenger train slammed into the truck. The impact caused the train to leave the rails. Total damage has not yet been evaluated, but railroad officials expect that it will be substantial. Fortunately, the number of casualties is surprisingly small. Only 20 hurt, and most of the injuries are not believed to be serious. Police are still trying to find the man who drove the truck onto the tracks and left it there, either because it stalled or because he purposely abandoned the vehicle just before impact. According to the owner, the truck was stolen.
It's exactly the same accident.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Look, even the make of the truck matches. And it was the Park Street crossing on the layout, too.
It's a coincidence.
Pretty weird coincidence. Maybe you'd better tell Lieutenant Burns.
That's silly.
No one was in the truck?
No,
Well, how did it get there?
I have no idea.
I saw the picture in the paper. The truck was demolished.
Well, when a diesel hits a truck, it's no contest.
GP18 is a pretty heavy engine.
Did you go down to the wreck?
I read it in the paper.
This morning's? It didn't mention what type of an engine.
Alan, is something wrong?
It's just a coincidence. One of the trains on my model hit a truck yesterday. It was kind of like what happened at the Fifth Street crossing. It was a Southern Pacific engine. Mine was, I mean.
So?
Patty was there, and she said, it's just that the same accident happened before the real one. I mean, exactly the same. It was like the model predicted it or something. It's just a coincidence. Excuse me.
Excused.
Millie, has he ever learned to drive?
Well, Gus taught him to drive a tractor a few years ago.
Why?
Oh, you don't think that Alan...
Just a cop, mine never stops.
Well, his heart shouldn't either.
I'm sorry, that was stupid of me.
You have to ease the power on. What circuit are you on?
16.
Okay, don't jerk it.
How was that?
That was pretty good. I want to take out the Mikado and the Overland 410 too.
You got it, Chief. How did that happen?
Did you start that train?
You know I didn't. I can't from this console anyway. It's in another block.
Signal light's out. The wire's broken. Looks like it's been cut.
You know what we ought to do? Call Lieutenant Burns.
For?
Well, to tell him. I mean, well, maybe it's like the other accident. Can you explain why it happened before?
I told you, it was just a coincidence.
You don't really believe that, do you?
Occurred at 4 a.m. this morning. This is the second serious train wreck in this area in the last few days. And once again, the police suspect sabotage. Preliminary reports indicate that the tracks were tampered with in a deliberate attempt to cause this accident. However, there is no indication at this time as to who may have been responsible or why. Police are working on a number of leads and have asked that anyone with any knowledge that may pertain to this accident or the previous one contact them immediately. The identity of the informant will be kept confidential. We do not yet have a list of the injured, but we will.
I don't believe there's a connection.
Millie, I just want to talk to him.
There's no doubt in my mind. It's the kid. It adds up. Grandfather was sore at the railroad for dumping him. Now that he's dead, the kid's mad at the world, especially the railroad. He's getting revenge.
Huh. Let's go take a look at the model. How was this cut?
I don't know.
What did you do after Patty left to come and talk to me?
I just went out, walking around.
Where?
Just in the neighborhood.
Anybody see you?
I don't know. Look, I didn't do anything, I swear it.
Some of the neighbors must have seen you.
Why can't you believe him? You've known Alan all his life, Jeff.
We'll check the neighbors anyhow.
Jeff, you don't really
Just
think that...
keep him around. Keep him close to home for a while. Could you do that, please?
If you suspect Alan, why would you believe me?
But
Sorry about what happened. You were right. I should have listened to you.
it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. People should listen to each other. Would you listen to me?
I guess so.
I'm scared.
Of what?
Trains and the layout.
Why?
Well, I think it's saying something and nobody's listening. Do you believe in God, Alan?
I guess so.
Have you ever really thought about it? I mean, really?
I guess I haven't all that much.
I have. It's pretty scary, too, in the same way. It makes you feel very tiny, like those people in the layout. What do you think is happening, Alan?
I don't know. I sure don't know.
And it is apparent that this was also no accident. As a matter of fact, the authorities are now certain that this terrible wreck, like the two previous train crashes, is the work of a saboteur. The only question that remains is motive. Since no one has claimed responsibility, the police are searching for anyone who may have a personal grudge against the railroad. They admit that all previous leads have proved to be dead ends. The simple fact is that no one has any knowledge of who may be causing these accidents, much less why. And the theory that they are the work of a mentally disturbed individual seems the most likely possibility. We still do not have a list of the injured, but we expect we will be able to announce it on the 11 o'clock news.
What other suspect we got, Lieutenant?
Well, I still don't believe that Alan would do such a thing.
Yeah? Well, the railroad does. The mayor does, the commissioner does, and I do. And everyone's getting real impatient for us to nail whoever it is. Where's the kid right now, for instance?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Where? Okay, I'm on my way.
What?
Another accident. A bad one. Has he been here all day?
All day? Why?
Has he run the model?
What's happened?
I want to see it. It's the same. Exactly the same accident. Millie, it's too much of a coincidence.
He wasn't down here.
I believe you.
What happened?
Alan, I know it wasn't you.
It wasn't. Why would I want to wreck a train?
You're gonna move in over there?
Yes.
For how long?
For as long as it takes.
What for?
To watch the model.
Watch the model? You're gonna watch the model?
Yeah, Officer Woodward. Lieutenant Burns, your superior, is going to watch the model. Any objections?
No.
Good.
He's gonna watch the model.
Convince my superiors and the railroad.
Hello? Oh, yes, just a minute. It's Officer Woodward.
Yeah.
A messenger delivered a note to the railroad saying there'll be another accident by 4 o'clock today.
Any way of knowing if it's legit?
No, but according to the note, he wants $250,000 to quit, and today's accident will prove he's the one responsible.
That's all of it?
Yeah, not where, only when. Should I wait for you here?
No, I'm staying put.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, maybe. You know where that is?
It's in the yard at Stevensville.
3 o'clock. That's almost an hour from here. Are you sure?
I'm absolutely positive, and that train runs by there at 4:10.
Okay, look for explosive. A wire, anything. I don't... Spread out. I got a feeling our boy's still gonna be around.
boss.
It's our boy.
Bet you're wondering how we found out. That switch is not remote control.
Nothing in the yard is.
While there is a whole mountain of evidence which indicates the dead sometimes do make contact with the living, some parapsychologists believe it, and others are not convinced. The actual case histories remain to be explained, or explained away. The important thing for Alan is that Gus found a way to use his legacy, the model railroad, to help the boy move out of his cocoon into the world, to take a giant step toward manhood. For Alan, it was indeed the next step beyond.
あなたの影を追い求めてどこまでもつきまとう得体の知れない影。扉を開きささやきかける不思議な出来事の数々。未知なる世界への旅立ち、今あなたとご一緒に。